Hello, my crafty friends. This is Lori, Girl on the Ridge. I have tonight my TsunamiRose design team project for October. It is a 9x6, very fat, one signature, 80 pages junk journal. I used, actually it's a cloth cover with, she's from Pinterest. And I sewed around it with a music paper, vintage lace, some very pretty soft fiber. I'm not sure what it's called. In the book, I used Charming Fragments, rose paper, my rose garden number 22, azalea, paper pack number 3, and then just a bunch of big elements, grungy envelopes that I had in my stash. So we will go in. This was really colorful, bright. I didn't do a lot of stenciling on the pages because there's so much going on, so I just left the pages back plain. So there, I did make a pocket. It's her little people. There is some wax on that, and I just made some plain tags. I did this is a lot of copper. This is one of my leaf stitches on my sewing machine, and I did some flowers. And these are just from the kit. Like I said, everything in here is from the kit, unless I just made some homemade tags, material, and my ball pins with some buttons. And I did some stamping. And these are just some more postcards that I had made. And that's Charming Fragments. What I did is I took a lot of the Charming Fragments, well, not a lot, maybe 4 pages, and I cut out and made ephemera to match the other ephemera. So I just kind of had fun with it. It's just a tag, and I put some pretty trim on it to pick up the roses. Some of it I shrunk down, some of it I just cut down. This is some pretty vintage tatting from a handkerchief that matches. This is the rose paper, the rose garden. And then I have the grungy envelopes with the note in them. This is really pretty paper. And some ledger paper. I had some vintage ledger paper. And another, just a little index card that I made with decorated copper paper clips. And this is just some ephemera I made from the TsunamiRose. Charming Fragments with just a flip up. And just some more rose or leaf sewing. And then just some flip out with some of the big elements. Another piece of big elements with some ledger envelope with some of that soft, pretty fiber. And that's a bag. Some of this is Hobby Lobby, some of it's vintage. Another piece of her big elements. Oop. And just a guest check. And this is the azalea paper pack number 3. And that's just a flip up with a little bag I made with another piece of ledger paper in there. And another tag with one of her roses and some bling. A little bag, part of the Charming Fragments. I just lifted up and I sewed some roses with the copper. This was fun to make. And that was just some of the coffee filter ruffle. This was a glassine bag that I just dyed, put some note paper in it, put a little music paper with some envelope or butterflies. And this is a pocket I made out of the Charming Fragments, and then I just put some ledger paper in there and just made it like that. Another piece of postcard, index card. This was azalea, part of the azalea kits. Oh no, azalea. And some more of the big elements with it pretty red. Makes it pop a little. And it's Hobby Lobby lace, some guest checks, charming fragments. So it really is easy to mix and match TsunamiRose stuff. Just lift up the big elements. Oops. And just a stuck card, which we'll get out later, that just flips up. Some more pretty tatting. Very fine. I did end up sewing it on though. And some big elements and some other ledger paper, the azalea kit. And here I just took a page out of the charming fragments and just made some ephemera tags. And they just stick in there. This I love. This is my favorite page. The blue page. This is a page of the charming fragments, big elements, and some more tatting off of a handkerchief. And it all matches. Pretty pretty. So that's my blue page. And some more of the coffee filter. The rose paper with some ledger paper. A lot of writing in here. And just a little note with a glassine bag. And that's the azalea. Some more notes or tags. Flip down. Little booklet. Tag. File folder. Everything will be listed below. If not tonight, I'll make sure it's first thing in the morning when I get to work, because it's quite late right now. And that's a piece of the charming fragments. Some more ruffles. Big elements. And some more writing. Look at the writing paper in there. Another piece of charming fragments. See how well it goes with everything. The azalea, the rose paper. And I just made a little flip up out of the charming fragments. Again, charming fragments, pretty piece of lace. And one of the big elements. Not sure what number it is. And then just some ledger paper. But it just goes so well. Hobby Lobby lace. The rose paper. Another piece of vintage ledger paper. And a bag that I made, glassine bag, with some coffee stain ledger paper, and then I just put some bling, and I made a little envelope out of some script paper that I had. And some nice tea, I think it's maybe tea dyed, and some design that I did. A little bag with one of the file folders. It comes out so pretty. Look at the brightness in that. And then a little bag with some of her printed ephemera that I shrunk down. And it's a piece of die cut. And it's the azalea. And this is one sheet of charming fragments that I cut down. And then here I just took another sheet and just made a little tuck in there. Some more flowers I sewed down. Another little tuck spot. This kit is just beautiful. And another little bag. I couldn't fill it anymore because it was getting too fat. And a tag. And some more tags. And another piece of charming fragments. Another piece of very fine tatting. And some empty. And some more. Another tuck spot. And that's it. And then I just left the fabric. Felt so good that I just left it. So this will be in my Etsy. Everything will be listed below. Thank you for watching. Have a nice night, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.